What's up, guys? Got today the Marlin 795 out here doing some shooting. This was my why not purchase. This is a very affordable, I believe it was $140 or something like that at Academy. You can find them at a couple different places for a couple different prices, but generally around that area. It is a little 22 LR, feeds from a detachable 10-round magazine here, just slides right in, and you're ready to start just chucking out that somewhat affordable ammo, depending on what year you're watching this. But it's a very nice little rifle, and it's really nothing to brag about. Again, it was a why not purchase because of the price. So I picked it up, and a lot of guys were saying that these are known as the Jam-O-Matic, and I can attest to that. When I first picked this up, it was a Jam-O-Matic, and it had a lot of just basically a lot of cycling issues. And I'll go over how to fix that here in just a second, but this has been functioning a lot better. But otherwise, it's just a little lightweight polymer magazine fed. You know, there's really nothing too much to it. You got sling studs molded into the plastic here, so it's a very budget-minded little rifle here. So we're just gonna do some shooting. I don't really have too many targets out there. Just gonna shoot and talk about it today. But the sights are somewhat crude, and in sunlight like this winter sun here, where it's casting long shadows and highlighting sunlight areas, it really gets some glare on the back of this when you're trying to align that little bead up front there. You can see this is empty. But I painted the front sight orange to get just some contrast out there. But I failed to bring another magazine, so I'm going to be doing a lot of ninja editing when it comes to reloading. Let's do some shooting. One thing I failed to mention is it does not have a bolt release with the bolt handle. You have to come down here. There's a little area right here that has a lever, and you push down on that to release the bolt and send the round into the chamber. So let's go ahead and do that. Very accurate little rifle, but it's got the micro grooved rifling in there, so it makes for just a little bit better accuracy over standard rifling, so they say. But yeah, it's not too bad. I can attest to that. It's not too bad at all. A little bit thicker of a barrel. Let's load up another magazine and do some more shooting. Bam! Ninja edit. Let's go ahead and throw this in here and shoot that steel a little bit more. Now, I'm not shooting from too far away, but we'll move that plate back a little further here in a little bit. The trigger is not horrible, but it's definitely not it's not a target trigger by any means. You can see right here you got a little cross bolt safety right there. Really very affordable, budget-minded rifle. And I keep saying that because there's really nothing fantastic about this. It's a fun little why not gun. Let's do some more ninja editing. Bam! 10 more rounds. I moved my plate back out there to 50 yards, and let's just see if I can't just make it ring a little bit. All right, I got the plate out there at 50 yards. Just gonna run a couple through it and just see if I can't hit it real quick. It's a 8-inch. I think it's an 8-inch or a 6-inch plate. Can't remember. A few of those I started aiming off to the right side. Totally missing the plate on those, but alright, I got everything from, I don't know, Winchester to Federal to CCI Stingers to Arms Corps, varying different bullet grain weights and all that stuff. And let's just see if it won't, I don't know, spit them all out reliably. Let's find out. That was it. Not bad. Now, I'm not doing this to do some kind of crazy torture test on this gun, but it's just kind of just to show that it will still work under certain circumstances. We're not going to go too extreme with it, but say you do drop it in the mud or something like that, which does happen, walking around the woods and it just does get dropped. Pick it back up, kind of brush it off a little bit, keep on trucking, see if it keeps shooting, make sure there's nothing in the barrel, and have a good time with it. Take the safety off. I think I'm muddy now. But, again, it really wasn't some kind of crazy extreme reliability test or anything like that, but for a gun like this, it almost kind of begs to be treated wrong, just without being too dangerous or anything like that. But, left in the corner, left in the truck, left in the car, trucked around the woods, and, something that says, take me with you and I don't care where we go kind of gun. Now, I bought this gun because it was kind of like a why not purchase. Like I said, it was very affordable, around $150. I figured you can't go wrong with a magazine-fed, semi-automatic 22 LR rifle, very lightweight. Throw on a little cheap one of those razor slings that you can find at Walmart, and throw it in the trunk, throw it in the truck. You don't have to worry about it getting beat up because you only spent $150 on it. And if it runs right and you find yourself in the woods or hanging out somewhere and you can pull this out and do some plinking with it and have a good time, well, my friend, that is worth $150 to me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just a brief look at this little Marlin 795. We'll put a scope on it. We'll do some actual accuracy testing on it and see what you can get from a $150 rifle. But until then, catch you guys next time. Alright, once you get your lower assembly out of the rifle here, I can show you exactly what we're doing. With the hammer cocked back, and you can see this piece right here, this rod, this is the ejector rod, and you can see the position that it's at right now. It has a slight angle this way. And the problem I was having is it wasn't kicking the shells out as it should, so it would jam up the next couple rounds trying to come in because that one empty case wasn't spit out. And so you can see with the bolt here, the bolt rides in that position as close to that firing pin as possible. And what I had to do was I bent it slightly inward and slightly upward to get it to make as very close contact as I could inside this little portion right here that it rides in. But that is riding real close in there. And if I take this little drywall insert here, I can show you, we can pretend that that's a 22 LR round, and I can show you exactly how that's supposed to work. As the shell gets fired, or as the round gets fired, the bolt comes back to kick out the next shell, or that shell just like that, and that's exactly how that's supposed to work. So if you're having any jamming issues, you might want to give that a try. Just bend this slightly inward and slightly upward, but not too much because you don't want to make too much contact. As you can see, I have just a little bit of finish wear on there, and you don't want to have this rubbing against the bolt too much because you'll just wear this down. So if you can get it as close as possible to that little position right there, that's really all you need to do.